Here is a knife that needs no introduction. We are looking at Spyderco Delica. Hey everybody, it's Randy. Randy's Rules, where Randy's rules are always in effect. All right. Cannot have a knife channel or any knife discussion without at some point talking about the Delica by Spyderco. This is a knife that probably is carried by more people than any knife I know. And you'll see it many times. This is the knife that all knives are compared to because it's such a familiar knife to everybody. When you want to scale a knife against it, many folks will drag out the Delica and compare it. Like in this instance, we'll compare it to the Benchmade Bug Out. And they have a well-deserved reputation for being a good knife and at a good value. This is probably the knife. This is the knife that got me started in. Once I started moving over to the lock blade knives and was ready to and willing to spend a little more money to get into the quality knives. This is the first knife I got that kind of started that. I've had it a little while and I've carried it a lot and have used it a lot. Okay, let's get into some of the specs as if you guys need to know them. I'm sure everybody's got these memorized. It's 7.125 overall with a 2.875 inch blade, 2.56 cutting surface, and as all of you I'm sure know, it is a VG10, which seems to be a good steel. This knife is held in a good edge. I'd use it a lot for daily duties. I've cut a lot of cardboard with it, opened a lot of boxes, cut some rope, whittled on some wood a little bit, and it has held that edge pretty well. I've just touched it up a few times here and there. Nothing real heavy duty with it. It's still very sharp, and it's been a good serviceable knife. As I enjoy buying knives and owning knives. I'm not a extreme collector in which I got to keep everything I get. Some knives I just enjoy owning a little while and then I'll pass it on. I'll gift it or trade it or sell it. This is one that haven't ever considered getting rid of. It's not my favorite knife, and it's not any longer the go-to knife in my drawer that when I'm loading out my pocket for the day that I grab it. I've tend to gravitate towards some other knives I've gotten over the years that I just like a little better. But it's the knife that kind of started it off for me, and it's kind of the benchmark for a lot of people. Remember when I first got it, it was pretty stiff, and you have that nice spider hole, and I was thinking, well, I can really gonna be able to flip that, and I go whoa like that, and I'm like, what? And it took a lot of time just sitting watching TV and trying to flip it to finally break it in. And now, even though it's a lock back and they by nature tend to be tight and not want to flip open as easy, This one will flip open pretty easy now, without, it takes more effort than a lot of the other knives, but uh, easy one-handed operation opening. Closing, you can let it drop there, and then it's got a nice catch right there, and then you can just bring it on in. So it can be done one-handed. Um, it fits my hand perfectly. For my size, it's a lot, that handle is a fiberglass reinforced nylon. It's kind of gives it a, compared to say G10, kind of a cheaper look and feel to it, but the design has grip for days. This knife just feels so firm in the hand, with that ramp, with the jimping, perfect jimping, and then your hand just gets in there. It feels like an extension of your hand. It's just got a nice feel. So I resisted the Delica. I just kept hearing about them, and it's kind of like in handguns, Glock. Glock this, Glock that. It's like Delica was the kind of the Glock of knives. It was kind of a cheap polymer type material, handle, lightweight, but well, they work, and they work well, good and durable. So there is a reason why people like them so well. Lockback is good and firm. I mean, you have that gives you that really good lock feel, good secure feeling lock up. And it's got a full frame in there, so it's a very durable feeling knife. There's never anything that I've thought that it was going to be too light for that I've tried to do with it. It's close to the back, so you do catch a little lint in there. You don't get as much as you do with the open back, and then it's also not as easy to clean out. I'll get in there with a Q-tip every now and then and clean that out. I like a deep pocket carry. I'm not one to like to go out and spend a lot of money on accessories. I have not ever dolled up a knife with aftermarket scales, and I have not ever bought a aftermarket clip. I kind of I'll take it as it is. If I don't like it as it is, then I won't get it, or I won't keep it. So I prefer a deeper carry, but it's not too bad. And being blue, it does kind of grab some attention. You can see it when it's poking up out of your pocket there, but it's a, hey, it's a blue. How scary looking is that? What else? Oh, it's got a little lanyard hole there. You can get some of your thinner lanyard materials through it. The pocket clip is movable to all four positions: tip up, tip down, left or right. I carry mine all tip up, and I carry it in the right pocket most of the time. So that's perfect for me. Even though I am sometimes left-handed, I'm kind of a lefty that was taught to do everything right-handed, so I'm kind of naturally left-handed, but then I do most things right-handed. So so I do carry in my left pocket sometimes, depending on what I got in my right pocket. So I don't move it around, the clip around for that. I just deal with it. What else can we say about the good old Spyderco here? For as much as I've used this, I'm just pleased with how well it looks as good as it did the day it came out of the box. Essentially, that material that they make the scales out of are nice and durable, even though it doesn't look as refined as say G10 does, or something like a micarta or something like that. It works fine and keeps the price down, which makes this a knife that more people can afford, and gets them into the quality knife realm. These can be picked up usually for around $75 new. So if you keep your eye open, you might pick them up at a pawn shop or something like that, a little cheaper. But they're good quality knife, and I'll probably hold on to this one for a long time, if not forever. And I guess I should start keeping it just out here on the table so that I can compare it to everything else, so that we can say, how does it, size wise, look compared to the Delica. I'll have to remember to do that. All right, that's all I got on the Delica. If you guys enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe. And don't forget, when I get to 100 subscribers, I'll be giving away this Leatherman Mini multi-tool. So be watching for that, and tell your friends about the channel and get them to watch it and get them subscriber counts up. And the sooner I get up to 100, the sooner we go give that little fellow away. And then as we go for more milestones, I'll get better with the giveaways. Who knows? At some point might decide to give the Delica away. You never know. All right, that's all I got. We'll see you guys next time.